What going on YouTube? It's your boy Uncut, man. I'm back with another video. And this video right here finna be more informational, by like I did chapter one, probably like a week ago about outsmarting reality. This chapter two. And I just want to go ahead and get right into it, y'all take notes or listen, and these some things you can implement in your life and things you probably don't know, and you'll eventually end up knowing. More knowledge the better. So we finna get right into it though. Reality doesn't care if you're nice, and what that mean is my note. The universe doesn't care if you're good or bad. The universe only rewards people that rewards themselves. We seen from time and time again people do good deeds, be good people in general, but still suffer. What that mean is you got family members and you got people that you care about, and that care about you, and you just always run into people that always do for you and they never do for themselves, and they end up suffering. You probably got loved ones that do it and you be like, dang, they do so much good stuff, but they still suffering. That's what the first note talks about. Second note, the nicest people are riddled with low confidence, low self-belief, doubt, fear, worries, and stress without realizing them components contribute to a frequency of suffering. And what that mean is, believe it or not, if you never do nothing for yourself, you put other people before you all the time. It basically saying that you have low self belief and doubt, fear, worries, and you always think about what other people gonna say and what they think and how they gonna move. All right, and basically that leads to suffering and people playing victim and saying they can't never get through nothing because they always a helping hand. Maybe you need to stop being a helping hand and help yourself. Um, the nature of the universe is esoterically esoterically depict in the Bible in two verses. Thou y'all may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he made his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sent rain on the just and on the unjust. Matthew 5:45. The second verse. And what he meant by my fault. I went too fast, y'all. And what he meant by that. The sun gonna rise on the good and the evil, and the rain gonna come down on the good and the evil. Basically, it's not making nobody better than the other. Rain falls, sun rise. Everybody has the same amount of time, days, hours, whatever. Because you're a good person, that don't mean that you finna get something because you're good. And this bad, and you might see a bad person have everything they want. It's the mindset, and they care about themselves more. So they got things they actually wanted. Then, the second verse. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, in truth, I perceive that God shows no part, part, partial, partially. I can't even talk right now. But basically, God shows no difference between men and women. Like no difference between this person that is bad and no difference between this person that's good. They get the same fate. They get this. It just basically put it like this: you can be the nicest person in the world. If you trip over that cliff, you still gonna die when you hit the ground. God is not finna. He's not finna change how life works just because you're a good person. He let life be what it is. All right. Another note. I just had to make sure I heard everything in order. Don't forget that every individual you meet is simply the same consciousness with a different physical expression. They are you, just with another mask that God is wearing. The way you treat, think, and feel about people is ultimately what you are inviting unto yourself from a point of frequency. Every individual you meet is simply the same consciousness with a different physical expression. We are all one. We're just have different physical expressions and ways we are built and made, but we all God children. The way you treat and think and feel about people is ultimately what you are inviting into yourself from a point of frequency. How you feel and what you project into somebody else, basically, you already feel like that and you already think it and you think like, yes, like you really projecting on yourself because we are God's children. So you're projecting what you think onto you, basically, just a difference physical expression. Cause we all in the same consciousness. All right. How to master reality. Most people that struggle to manifest has a discipline problem. Mastering themselves that are disciplined by their old frequency. They are disciplined by their old frequency. Most people struggle to manifest has a discipline problem. That means you don't stay by the code. You don't keep doing your routine. You don't stay by the moral. You don't stay disciplined. You just don't stay consistent and believe in what you believe in and stay convicted to it. Okay. Um, your discipline is how you see the world, see people, label reality, how you think, how you feel, how you focus on certain things. So it's all but nothing but your perspective. Nothing but your perspective. So that's how your discipline is gonna be. So if you undisciplined, it's just your thought process. If you can't do something, it's just your thought process. And how you feel, depending on how you feel, just your thought process. How you focus on certain things, it's your thought forms and thought process. It's really just you. To live a life you don't like requires discipline. To live a life that you don't like requires the discipline. So you can swap it and be the other way. That hit home. To live a life you don't like requires discipline too. Last bit of notes, man. We're finna wrap up the video because I gotta get things in order, man. I'm still learning and trying to get things right myself. I got hiccups in my life too. I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to become a better person too. So, it's still finna be about 10 to 12 minutes long. I'm gonna get this out the way, get this information out the way so I can learn more. I can write down more notes. I said notes. So I can write down more notes and I can give y'all the video and let y'all learn something. Boom. So sacrifice or pay interest. You must be willing to give up your current beliefs of what it is you desire. Your beliefs hold you back. Your beliefs is what you desire. You must be able to give it up. You must be willing to give up your current convictions. You must be able to let go. You must be willing to give up your current perception, how you view the world. You must be willing to give up your current emotionally charged thoughts. You need to heal the emotional charged thoughts that perceive your mind on a daily basis. Okay, you must be willing to give up your current focus. If you know your life is going bad, that means you are focusing on the wrong things. You must be able to give up them thoughts and that focus in certain areas. Sit back with yourself, self-reflect, and be like, what I've been thinking about and what don't benefit me or make me better. Boom. You must be able to give up your current reactions. Your reactions are your old frequency. So if you don't give up your reactions, you're basically keeping your old frequency. Your frequency is energy, and all the energy makes reactions, and when you have all that going on, that's your frequency that you built, and that's how you stay sane, because you react the same to every situation. If you react more positive, you think you'll be the same person if you react positive to it 100 times instead of psyching out like you used to? No, you will naturally become a different person because you have a different way and a different frequency. You see it a different way from a different lens. You must be able to give up your current expectations. Expectations can mess you up. Expectation can really, you know, humble you and mess up your mind. It can mess up your process. Expectations are something that we are people ingrained and think in this world we are something is certain, and that's bad because nothing in this life is guaranteed. So y'all got that information, man. Rerun the video back. You need to hear it again. But yes, that was a 10-minute video of chapter two. Take it in. Maybe you need to rewatch the video again. Whatever. But I hope I helped y'all out. I hope y'all enjoy. It's your boy Cut, man, and I'm gone. Be safe. Be positive. Peace.